just as other tribesmen seem to be fighting and vying for these new fresh kills, just trying to pick off other tribes while they're weak or tired. At this point, you settle down, and it seems to go quiet for the time being at night. After
I sizzle up a slab.
Alright. As you do, you get the fine aroma of marbled meat wafting through the air. It's a very fine cut.
We've had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 days.
You're welcome to have some, Argent. I imagine you don't eat much anyway.
I don't.
So
I'll have a seat and have some meat.
delicious meat. You can see Jandrin and Ilmar kind of looking over like, is there more?
There was a whole carcass. Why didn't you get yourself some?
Hey. We're usually not allowed to do such things. Hey, bad habits, I guess. And you could tell it's probably from the time that they were still enslaved that they don't do anything really without permissions. They still seem to have that ingrained in their minds even till this day for the time being.
Probably because they relied on Velnak for survival, like listening to him, like keeping them alive, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
eating rations.
yeah. Yep.
Can I make a perception?
Sure. What are you looking for?
As
Lady?
you're looking around, because I know what you're looking for, I'm gonna say it's nice that we haven't seen the crazy princess. I think we lost her.
Sure, it would be a shame if she showed up right now.
You can see,
Killed us all in our sleep. No.
you can see far in the distance a light over the trees. You can tell she's completely lost in your trail.
What is it, Velnak? What do your elf eyes see?
There's a light over there.
You think it's her?
Oh, definitely. It's like really bright, right? I would assume
Oh yeah, it's very distinguished.
that
Has a very
her giant fire wings would be giving off some very vibrant.
it's a very
Bright light.
vibrant hue of red and orange flickering over the jungle.
You'd like to take a nap or something?
You don't know. You've never
Well, she
seen
needs to.
you've never seen her laying down. You've only seen her eating hearts.
What if eating hearts revives? Sleeper. What?
What if she's like you, Captain? Or us?
Just trances while eating? That's fucking weird.
Oh, what?
I would choke.
It's not like it's outside the realm of possibility.
I guess. Well, Velnak's just gonna start his trancer then. Thing is, she's far off. We're over here. She's over there.
So
Also, Brad, did you get new armor? What did you decide on?
That's a good point. You might want to change out to that.
At least then we can prevent a. Oh, and by the way, Velnak, I forgot that Magic made this for you. And I take the armor out of the bag and hand it to you.
It's very well made.
Yes, you appeared to be having a very nice trance. I didn't want to disturb you.
Gonna put it on, just and then go back to his trance dance.
There we go. Mission resolved.
Mission resolved. Oh, you know what? Before he goes to trance, he's gonna turn to Jondren as he's taking off his hot bod armor and putting on the new one. He's gonna give Jondren the old predator hide armor.
Alright. So
Give me the predator hide.
he looks like, are you sure, Captain? It's an honor.
Both have taken a lot of damage to your clothes. It's kind of off-putting.
Well, Captain, we're lucky. All the blows you've taken have only hit your head. Armor's in mint condition.
It's true.
Mint condition.
You still have some of that egg on your head from the brick, sir.
No. This armor just better suits you.
Is it 'cause I'm black, Captain?
Yes, it's because you're black.
It's very loose fitting in the legs.
Sorry, you had to experience that.
Oh God, Captain, it's that big.
Well,
Oh, jeez.
What is so big? What?
unfortunately, I don't have another shirt. I will have to see what I can do.
It's fine, Captain. You gave me these immaculate daggers.
You know what? I'll just reach into my bag. You can wear my old robe if you want. Something that won't rip.
He kind of like looks down and grabs onto like the scraps of his leather armor that's left over from the huge orc attack. I think I'll take those. Thank you.
Robe of useful items.
Oh, God.
He was gonna be digging through the pockets for like days.
Puts it on and he like immediately pulls out a lockpick. I like this. I like this a lot.
Pockets contain any low-value item you can think of.
Just keeps pulling out like hammer, nails, other items. Pulls out
to calm down.
like fucking 10 lockpicks.
A belt of lockpicks.
Captain.
It's like the a clown like handkerchief thing. It's just like.
This is so useful. So, thank you, Argent.
It's no problem.
So, after a good portion of the night passes, you do eventually see the light dim from over the jungle and seems to dip down somewhere into the brush. Eventually vanishes from sight. You can tell she's probably given up for the night. Eventually,
I was just gonna say, I really hope she doesn't find us. I have a feeling she'll be really angry.
Her fault for losing.
I suppose.
I did invite her to play coins with us, though. Oddly.
So, once it starts to have dawn break over the hills and the sky starts to lighten up a little bit more, gives better cover for quickly traveling, and you can easily have a quick breakfast without worry of her seeing the campfire. As you sit and have a quick morning breakfast, you see a very peculiar sight approaching the camp as it comes breaking out from between the jungles.
Oh.
I immediately stand up.
I'd like to stand up as well. And I'm getting ready to cast sleep.
Belknap takes out his cell phone and dials 911. The cops get there, but they don't go after the monster.
Dude. No service.
He has to say to be deep in the woods.
So
Shoulda switched to T-Mobile.
No, the cops don't go after the monster. There's other pressing matters to attend to.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a white woman in trouble, so we're gonna have to go help this other one first.
Wait, hold on. I see something that I'm not liking over here. Let me get rid of it.
Blacks. So they pull up and shoot the wrong person.
Yeah, the cops will show up and shoot Velnak.
Yeah, it's like 3 kobolds get out of the car. So, as this hulking form comes approaching out of the jungle, you can see another smaller form beside him that's quickly limping along. Seems to have like a strange limp or crick in his foot, where it seems to move more stiffly as he kind of hobbles along. You can see a hefty-sized axe on his back, as well as a whole belt and his belt, his shoulders, almost his entire armor is made clearly of trophies and kills. On his hip, you could see 3 orc heads that have been freshly killed and tied on by their hair to the side of his hip. As he looks down at all of you in the group, you can see him scan over your entire party for a moment, looks at Kesh for a brief second, and then kind of shakes his head like he doesn't see something that he was looking for, and he doesn't say anything at all. He just looks down at the orc beside him, who quickly hobbles forward. Have you any of you seen any other chieftains around? Challenges!
Right here. I am a chieftain.
No.
Lothar Ogar, motherfucker.
I want to let that go.
I should have knocked her out at a right here.
Oh god, alright. Holy shit.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It seemed like a cool idea.
Although I have not made any challenges recently, I do lead a tribe. Are you looking for challengers?
You could see the orc is looking hesitantly, but looks over to you. You can see the large lizardman is studying you carefully. Oh, how big is your tribe? It's of note, right? Like, you can see, like, even the orc is, like, terrified at this prospect.
My tribe is very strong. They have tamed the giant lizards of this land.
You can see he turns around and starts explaining it in translation to his master, and you can see he kind of rubs his chin, curiously thinking it over for a moment.
I just want to say we're not a part of that tribe.
Yes, that tribe is orcs only.
Yeah, we're not a part of that.
At this point, he
I hope he knows that we're not a part of that tribe.
I mean, he wants to fight the chieftain anyway. I don't think he'd care.
I just want him to know.
I just want you to know.
So, as he's looking down at you, you can see his eye finally catches, like, the horn sitting between your breast, and you can see him kind of get a little bit more of a serious look to his eye, and just looks down and nods as he goes to one of the openings, like, oh, and quickly this orc beside is like, well, my master would like to challenge you.
Oh no.
Challenge for what? What do I get out of it? Is it for our tribes?
At this point, he quickly, like, pats around to unstrap one part of his belt and pulls around the pack that he was carrying, and he just dumps out a heap of gems. Appropriate sacrificed gems. If you can at least bloody my master. If you lose, he looks absolutely terrified as he looks back. Your head is this trophy.
Makora! I ready my mace.
Alright. At this point, he scoops up the bag. He just, like, quickly starts running, and, like, ducks behind a tree.
I'm also gonna back up, cause no.
Step back.
I'm gonna regret this.
Like, look at that guy. He's low-key thick.
He's fucking insane.
Oh my god.
You've never heard of a Mile, but today you have.
Oh my fucking god.
I forgot Puck. There we go.
Gonna. Is it safer
Oh no.
over-
Who is rolling?
Is it safer over there in the trees?
You don't want to feel my master's stomp.
So the trees help you?
They stop the pain.
Alright, I'm gonna.
I'll take his word for it. I'll go have a seat on this log next to him.
I feel like he's wise enough to know.
Alrighty. In this point, you can see A very large and wicked grin comes across this creature's face as he pulls out a very hefty-looking great axe.
Oh shit!
At this point, he wastes no time at all. Immediately comes bearing down on you, Kesh.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Okay. Is he charging me?
No, he's just casually walking.
Oh, okay.
At this point, he stops, gets to here, and it goes to the full extension of his reach for his attack.
I use an interrupt. I'm going to use timely dodge and shift 3 squares.
Fast Flora.
Oh god. At this point, you could see as he just swipes through, he cuts the trees in half.
Oh shit!
And you see him scrape part of the stone and just shatters it off. He looks over to you with a grin. You see him pull one hand away, and he's gonna action point as he raises up his fingertips, and you see embers spark out as suddenly a firebolt launches at you.
He's multi-class!
Multi-class drifting.
I'm going to applaud.
This is a versus your reflex.
Okay.
Oh my god!
What the
It don't think it
my
matters no more. That's what I was saying. Oh my, one more.
Shinderu. Oh my god, so luckily that's not as bad as the axe, so that's
Luckily,
17
this isn't
fire
bad.
damage.
Okay.
As he just has this wicked grin and sees exactly where you're going, move for move, raises his fingers and fires the bolt dead into your chest. And he stands there waiting for you.
Okay. Well, I shout out to Flora. Flora! Now! I like go to. I'm asking Flora for like a boost, kind of like her to put her like hands out and launch me forward. Does she comply?
I mean, she has no idea what you mean when you just shout now.
Fine.
You go running up and Florence completely lack like what's going on?
Maybe I just like jump off like her halberd or something. Like she maybe
yeah.
she had it like in the ground.
Yeah, she's
and I
standing
just,
there.
like,
She's got that little like arch to her arm, so you just jump like off the pivot of her elbow, go flying through the air at this man's face.
Mostly just for style points.
The plunging attack.
Alright, first, well, I move up, and then minor action, I'm going to activate Duelist Prowess. And then I'm going to use my daily bat aside. And that's with the +2, 20.
As you comes crashing down onto this armor, you feel it connect, you see the bone shatter, and underneath you see metal.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, that will not penetrate his AC.
Okay, well, I get to slide him a little bit and knock him prone, even if I miss.
Left or right?
Just down here, I guess.
Oh.
Don't slide him towards me.
I still trip him up with my blow and knock him on his ass, even if I don't harm him.
For the full 5?
No, just that much.
Alright.
And then on my action point,
Alright.
and use my at-will. Hope this hits. 21?
21.
My rolls suck.
Unfortunately not, as you crash down right into his stomach. The more trophies you shatter away, the more armor you start to see underneath this lizard man's fucking trophy collection.
Yeah. Alright, that's it.
The end of the round is my opportunity to take 2 steps back.
Alright. Archie, would you like to do so as well?
I think both of us probably got
Yeah.
knocked off of the log.
Yeah. Like, please, master!
Relax, he just tripped a little bit.
At this point, you can see him getting even further away. As he looks up and raising his head with a smile, you can see him kind of blocking as he stands back up with his axe a little bit, looking at you, Kesh, with a huge smile. And at this point, he actually bothers to speak Orcish. I've never been knocked over by a woman before.
Well, I still have many more tricks up my sleeve.
I feel like this is not gonna go well.
At this point, you could see him flex his leg, and you hear almost like this unearthly rumble coursing through his body.
Fuck.
As you see a burst of magic flow through as he just immediately stomps down. And
I'm gonna interrupt him.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright. Sweet. Okay. So it does that. Sneak attack. I'm getting the shittiest rolls ever.
Duels never go well. The first ones did.
So I don't know if this is gonna confuse him at all, but I'm gonna free action when I hit an enemy. Teleport behind him.
Alright. So as he's doing this attack.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's a burst. So.
It's a burst. Okay, it doesn't affect him.
he
does get a -2.
Yeah. So you vanish from his sight. He's almost confused for a moment and stutters on his attack a little, but this will be versus your fortitude.
Okay. We'll hit.
Alrighty. As he stomps into the ground, you can see it wasn't as hard as he could as he locks his leg a little bit to control it just a bit. Raziel actually feels a little bit of these effects and actually falls over from it, Velnak. As well as you do. You get knocked on your ass from this.
But I'm in a tree!
All the more reason. Okay, so... For 6 damage, and you're knocked prone. And then, after which, he hears you hit the ground, and you can see him spin around, and there's just an absolutely wicked smile creeps across his maw.
Oh no.
as he immediately turns the axe upside down and immediately tries to drive it into you with an action point.
Another one.
You're fighting to go multiple action points.
Yeah. Yikes.
Oh, damn. So
whatever that's targeting, it misses.
Yeah, that definitely. That should have been a 17 too. So, but yeah, that definitely misses AC. As he tries to drive it in, he easily overestimates and wedges you in between the opening on the top of the great axe, not realizing your slender form, and quickly pulls out and readies himself. Your turn.
He's a man who pulls out. Nice.
Quickly pulls out. Skill.
Alright. I'm definitely not gonna brutal trick this guy because I'll die.
Yeah. Hit me. Come on. Oh god, wait, no!
Yeah. Not gonna do that. So I'm gonna outwill him. 33.
Jesus, yeah, that hits.
Sneak attack and furious assault.
That you just immediately drive the mace straight into his stomach and follow up into his chin. You see him stutter for a moment as you bloody his gums, and you.
Sorry, I minor action stood up because I have acrobat boots. I forgot to say that.
At this point, you could see just the most bizarre smile of ecstasy on this creature's face.
Oh shit! And since I minored in standard, oh sorry, I'm also gonna tack on what's it called? I gotta use all the tricks in my book. Surprise strike, so he's dazed until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna move action tumble, so I shift my speed.
God damn.
Just fucking tumble.
Oh, not near me, please!
Actually, yeah, I do want to go like behind him.
Oh god!
Tumble behind this motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
God damn! Oh my god! Please, wait. At this point, you can see he's kind of like reeling, like trying to regain himself from that great hit to the jaw.
Yeah.
You can see the orc is just like, please, wait, master, no! At this point, you can see him raise up the fingers anyway. He's gonna try to
firebolt him.
He's gonna firebolt. He's trying to aim for you. He's gonna
Master,
take a...
please!
No, please! He's gonna take -2 to his attack. Oh my god.
This is kind of.
And he does get another like he still takes my -2 as well.
Oh, even nicer.
Mm-hmm.
And if it misses you, it's gonna hit him. So
Nice.
18 versus reflex.
Miss.
All right. So no. Oh! You see this bolt deck straight into the orc as it just burns him, and you now kind of get an inkling of where he got the limp in his leg.
Oh no.
Awesome.
Oh, too cruel.
I say, oh my fucking god. As you just see this orc go, oh, and like falls down on his knees, searing and burning, immediately bloodied from his own master. Kesh.
I start running. I use his back as a stepping stool as I move forward.
You go launching.
This is.
I leap forward and I'm gonna try to attack him. Crit!
Oh!
So that does 4 more, and then 16 for sneak attack. And let me see what my weapons crit is.
36.
I thought I was gonna have to cast sleep for you to be able to finish him off.
I mean, he's not bloodied as far as we know, so I think we're still kind of.
So that was 40 total damage.
As you just land this amazing hit, he just leals back. Oh, you're off my attention.
Best keep your wits about you, or you'll lose a lot more than your senses.
Ooh. So, is he dazed anymore?
Now he is no longer dazed.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
Before his turn, can I look around for a person?
Go ahead.
This dude's cracking stuff, and I'm very worried that all that sneaking we did is going to be for naught.
You look around in the skies. Other than the few large, strange-looking lizards with the enormous wingspans, you don't see her at all. She's nowhere in sight, luckily.
I was getting a little bit worried.
That was a good thing to think of, though, because with the amount of earthquake, I reckon.
I'm saying, like, this man is stomping on stuff, like it's stomped the yard.
At this point, you can see him raise his axe to his side. He quickly steps and draws in. You can see him going all out against you, Kesh.
Too slow as I use my interrupt.
Ooh. Definitely hitting.
Too slow. I don't think. Can you sneak attack twice? Doesn't it have to come around to your turn again before you can sneak attack?
It's not per round. It's per turn.
Yep.
And since this is not on my turn, it's on his turn.
Yeah,
And-
his turn
and
to start the first hit.
That's an interesting rule.
Yeah, I mean the power actually has sneak attack in it too, implying it's possible to be sneak attack.
So you can take a -2 from that, right?
Yeah, and he still has the -2.
Even
To hit.
better. I'll reverse your AC.
That will hit.
Okay. Oh god.
Yeah. Not
Freight
looking forward to
train.
this hit.
Was it?
He's not bloodied yet.
Nope.
The fuck?
He's excited. He's very excited.
The blood's just making him more moist.
This is why I said no.
As he hooks around and slams, even though you quickly slam your maul straight into his side and then just slam him in the head again, he still continues and follows through and slams the great axe into your side. Luckily, it doesn't go all the way through, but he quickly pulls it up, and you see him staring down. As you see the blood trickling from his, he licks your blood off his great axe.
I'm whispering this to Argent.
Should I try to save her?
Kesh, your
Is
turn.
that it? Okay. So I'm gonna standard second wind.
It looks
I think you
great.
should type it. This is kind of intense.
Okay, I'll just type this.
I'm going to minor action activate my armor to get resist 10 to all damage for a turn.
Oh, very nice.
And move action, I guess just shift back one. Just trying to catch my breath.
Alright. So, at this point, you could just see him like, yes. At that point, when you hear the end of the S from that, you could see a spark of flame starting in the back of his throat as he gives the. This is going to be verse your fortitude.
Okay. That hits.
No, that was big.
Alrighty. Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Feel this explosion of force burst into your face and blow back your hair for a moment before a quick fire wave sweeps over you, and you actually see the guy in behind you.
Awesome.
Are you not dead yet?
No.
At this point, you could see him like pushing trees and brush out of the way as he just stomps on it and steps up to you and just staring down at you, chest out proud. Yes, prove to me you're a real warrior.
He doesn't even look bloodied, right?
No. You can see
my
you can
God.
see the blood coming down from his gums from the few hits that Kesh got and a few bruises here and there, but he looks extremely excited from the amount of hits that Kesh has managed to land on
He
him.
looks pretty okay.
Yeah.
And he did say this was a duel to the death, right?
That's what the orc was saying, who's now burning on the ground, almost dead.
Okay, yeah. I think we're hitting the Argent intervention button. I'm gonna cast sleep at him.
Does that happen before my turn?
Well,
Let me roll initiative. Let's see
yeah,
where I end up.
see where you land on the initiative.
Before your turn.
All right, yeah. So just before, so Arjun is like holding this spell in his back pocket.
I've never. The sleep capsule.
22 versus his will.
That will just meet.
Alright. Sleep.
Target is slowed. Save ends in the first fail.
I'd like to bluff check to try to not make it very obvious that I'm enchanting him.
Alright. Well, actually roll me a stealth.
Stealth.
Because you're trying to do
Can't
this.
I bluff? Why can't I just like cough or something?
Because that's a little different. You're trying to just go unnoticed. At this point, you can see he feels the spell hit. He's like, "What?" He hears you like finishing the incantation. You see a sharp eye look in your direction.
I wave at him.
I'm gonna attack him and say, "Eyes over here." Oh!
This is not going well.
I have the worst fucking rolls tonight. Well, I miss, and then I'm gonna minor keep my armor's effect, although I'm still probably gonna die in one hit, and that's my turn.
And goddamn. At this point, you could see he's positively infuriated by what you just did, Argent.
You don't one-shot my little boy.
Alright, at this point, you can see he still has eyes locked on you. But then he quickly looks to you, Kesh, like... And then just quickly pulls back the axe, puts both hands on the handle. You can tell he's just trying to lance it straight forward at you.
Alright, there's my interrupt.
How many interrupts do you fucking have?
Unfortunately, that will miss.
I miss, but I have infinite as long as they keep attacking me.
So this will be first AC.
Okay. That hits.
Oh. As he slams the tip of the blade straight into your stomach for 23 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, now he's got to save. Please fucking fail.
At this point, he turns to look at you, Archon. So he's slowed. You can see him slowly making his way towards you.
Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work.
Oh!
Yes!
At this point,
That's a -1.
at this point, you can see him slouch down, and then finally straight down into the ground.
Flora, wake up, Kashi, we're leaving.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the other guy.
Grab the bag of gems!
Yeah, you can see that guy like, Master, wait, no! As you come up to him, like, please! I say nothing!
You see this arrow?
You see, like, tears streaming down his crisp, burnt face. There's, like, barely anything left. Like, he, like, just rips what's left of the hide on the pack and, like, just shoves it towards you. And you can see, like, every part of his being is just in agonizing pain. He barely has any life in him as he's, like, begging and shoving the gems towards you. Please,
I mean...
I say nothing. He's just groveling and bowing at this. Please, don't kill me.
No, I'm not going to. It seems your life sucks more being this guy's bitch.
Hi.
But as we're leaving, I'm gonna shoot a shot at him while we're leaving.
Oh God, you're gonna shoot it at the big guy?
No.
Alright,
everybody
yeah. Well, first,
point right away.
yeah, first, Flora, you do what you're gonna do is you run up to
Yeah,
Kesh.
I walk up, just lean down and grab Keshi's arm as I'm like lifting her up. Just say, "You will not break yet," and I will use my daily cure serious wounds.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You regain health as if you had spent 2 healing surges.
Oh, sweet.
We're leaving.
Alright.
Fuck this shit, we're out.
I'm taking these gems. He gave me gems. I'm taking gems.
Alright, so you just lift up this bag, and you go to lift it at first, and suddenly you just feel like, oh shit! Like, oh my God, it's like somebody just packed an entire bag of rocks. And it's
Give me a lot of gems.
it's like 100 pounds of gems.
Oh shit.
God.
Into the bag, into the bag.
Into the bag, into the bag. But,
As you're running, go ahead and make your attack to finish this man.
-2 because he's prone.
Nope, grounding shot.
No. I have
Oh.
shot.
Oh.
I'm
So you
just-
deal extra damage then.
I'm just gonna hit him with this twin strike.
Oh God, put 2 into him.
No, no, Corey on the second.
Oh, so as you launch out the arrows, you can see him like barely limping towards his master. He gets like a good 4 feet from him before suddenly
I assume he just gets fucking like shot off to the side.
yeah, you just see him get
Since he was
impaled.
so weak, he's just. There's a tree there.
As
He's
he was,
part of it.
literally, as he was reaching over, you just see him leaning down, pinned to the fucking small tree next to him, and you just see the blood spilling out from him at this point.
He's just trying to be an orc serving his shitty master. It's over for him. I gave him a better life by taking it.
I'm the first elf this man probably ever saw, and it might be the last.
So how hard did you shit yourself? If he had another action point, he could have hit you too.
I figured he didn't have more than 2.
Oh no. Most creatures that, well, metagaming, most creatures are rarely have 3 or up.
I had no idea. I've never read the 4E monster manual.
Alright, so as you quickly go running into the woods, leaving that creature behind.
I was gonna start asking about like sweeping and attack, so I was just like, eh.
Kashi, you are not allowed to pick any more fights with giant lizard men.
I think Keshi's just being either dragged or carried by Flora, and she's just really out of it.
Yeah.
Just,
The lack of blood for the brief moment, even though you've been healed, is still taking a little bit of a dizzying effect on your head.
Yeah.
It's an interesting feeling having your entrails cut in half and then healed back together so quickly. But as you quickly make way into the woods and put as many leagues as you can behind you, all is silent. But as you're going by, you see groups and groups and groups after heaps and heaps of dead bodies and orcs as you go running. You can see all the various leaders and generals and chiefs and other people who seemed clearly more heavily armed. You could see 3 heads of where they came from, chopped off of the orcs not so far. It seemed like this lizard man was making his way through the jungle, challenging every chieftain that he could and just taking their head as a trophy. And then immediately killing the groups after.
Oh, shit.
I mean, as much as I'd love to stay and loot because the idiot lizardman probably didn't grab all the gear, I'd rather not actually have his axe buried in my torso.
That almost would have been me. Thank you, Argent, for your help.
It's what I do.
I feel like I probably could have won, but I just got unlucky. He seemed to know my moves.
Oh, you both have a similar style. You're all force.
Yeah. I suppose you're right, yes. Maybe some other day. The next time we meet.
A foe to remember. So, as you quickly push into the distance, with the eerie silence of the many dead orcs in the path before finally reaching a break in the woods that pushes even deeper, allows a moment to reprieve in silence. You're finally able to sit down and recover for a time and gather your thoughts and what just happened between the large lizard folk, and luckily you know that the orc that was serving him will definitely not be able to tell him what direction you had gone.
He's probably too dumb to be able to find which way we went anyway.
Especially without his friend.
Let's take a look at this bag of gems.
100 pounds. What if it's just all rocks?
Oh, good, you managed to get the gems. That's the whole reason why I was doing that.
10-finger discount.
So, as you look into it, you can see all sorts of different gems between jade, jaspers, agate, even excuse me, see a few pieces of lapis here and there, and a few other stones of note, higher value, between cat's eyes, ambers, and the occasional ruby and emerald here and there. You can easily assume there's probably 150,000 gold worth of gems here.
Say 150?
Yeah.
1,000?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Well, I suppose that turned out rather well.
You're telling me. This would be enough to live a comfortable elven life.
Yeah.
And that's not cheap.
Chandra and Elmore just stare at this, like, did we really just take all that?
Yes, we did.
We did. We did. And now, we're still going home, so let's keep going.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to press on even into the night, because I want to be very far away
I
from
want
that
to be
man.
very far away from that potential colossal being following me.
And for those of you who are keeping a distance, when he stomped, everyone who was 5 squares away from him felt it. It's just that he restricted his force of will. And when he breathed out the fire alone, you saw it reached up to 25 feet away from him from the amount of forest that got burnt.
We're leaving!
Oh, God. at this point, you get to a very good point to bed down for the time being. And Kesh, you actually have a moment to recover a little bit more after such heavy wounds have been dealt to you.
Yeah, I imagine she's just kind of binding her wounds and just very, very injured.
At this point in the night, you can hear a few of the larger lizards roaming around. You do hear a few large creatures passing by, breaking trees. See one of the very large, tall-necked ones, almost towering over you beside your camp. Seems to be reaching into the very top of the jungle treetops and eating parts of the canopy.
And then we hear it.
Welcome to Jurassic World.
And then the man shows up again. I'm back.
I hate sequels.
No, please.
This one's gonna be a sleep cool.
Oh shit. Oh, I can't believe you actually managed to land a wheel. That was so lucky. So, bedding down, you can hear the heavy, large footsteps of this creature going by. Seems to be knocking over a good portion of the forest and some of the brush as it kind of starts peeling away layer by layer of the jungle canopy. After a good few hours through the night, finally you can see it start roaming off towards one of the more open areas that seem to have a good lake of water. Let's see.
How many more weeks do we have in this damned forest?
From where you managed to get, especially since you actually made really good headway coming past the pool of visions, you only have about 2 weeks left.
Oh, good.
You actually managed to find some of the paths that marked your way before and remembered and got by very, very quickly without issue. So, as the morning crests over, Kesh, you feel good because you could feel the gems that you rolling between your fingers and still feel the bit of aches and pains, but not horrendous. Flora's magic has worked its wonders, and the most aches and pains you feel is just the amount of force you exerted in bashing into the hulking behemoth lizard man that you saw.
Yes, that was definitely the most intense fight Keshi's had. The first duel she did was kind of a cakewalk.
He just walked up like, poof, dead.
I'm selling the DVD on Amazon.
Flora, thank you again for saving my life and your assistance in it.
It was no issue. Rather unsure what I would do if you had broken.
I was near broken.
There's a dog barking behind me, freaking me out.
There are strange creatures in these lands.
Many
That-
strange creatures.
That must have been the dog Rex. The
His bark
D-Rex.
is worse than his bite, I've observed.
Don't worry, I'm fit enough to travel. I won't slow us down.
That's good. I want to get home. I'm tired of this place.
We sure have seen a lot. And accomplished a lot.
I suppose we might also have to take a bit longer because we need to go around the crypt.
Mm-hmm. He remembered.
Don't worry, I wouldn't forget.
So, as it is a new day, Belknap and Kesh, go ahead and give me a nature and stealth rolls.
Good enough.
A nice average roll. Ooh.
God damn. All right.
Keshi's taking the back roads.
So, wanting to definitely make sure not to run into that creature too early before full recovery, you find the perfect path. It was almost like it was calling to you as you find this little underbrush path that seemed to have been carved out by some of the wildlife. You see a few wild boars kind of run out and panic from what looks like a bunch of brambles. And it is the absolutely most perfect size for you and your party as you pass underneath, and it gives the perfect cover between protecting you from most of the wildlife, other than seeing the occasional boar running away and scarce. But
and we're not leaving any tracks for that. If that guy could track us,
none whatsoever. The amount of brambles that have fallen on the ground, you do hear the occasional but that is completely negated by the fact that there's plenty of the younger boars and piglets running around, that whatever creature seems to gain some attention seems to be repelled anyway by the overcoating of the brambles here.
Nice.
So you're actually able to easily navigate between this winding maze that seems to travel through the jungle, and it's almost like a small network home, as if you were to see somewhat of a rat's nest, except just naturally made from the pigs constantly pushing out in their tough hides, making better and better nests to protect their young. As you're going through, there's absolutely no issues whatsoever through the day, and you don't even have to worry of being sighted from the demon, in which, luckily for the last few days, you haven't seen her whatsoever to speak of, not even in the sky.
Like she's about to fucking like Illidan us come out of nowhere.
You were not prepared.
For me to eat this heart.
You like camp down, you wake up, and she's like somehow just there underneath the brambles with you.
How's it going? What the fuck?
You can't even fly in here. How the fuck did you get here? But no, as you managed to find a clearer patch, though there's still plenty of dead and dried thorns, that's actually a very good cover for the camp for the night. Which, as you kind of set down and make a small fire and keep it a little closer and packed so it doesn't catch into some of the more drier brambles and start a wildfire, you actually have the perfect time to relax and just listen to the wildlife as it goes by without fear. And since there's none nearby, other than the few boars occasionally trying to sneak a bite of your food from your pack as they smell it.
It's in a bag of holding. How are they smelling it?
I would imagine not all the food is in the bag we're holding.
Keshi has some meat in her bag.
There you go.
There you go.
But if a boar gets close, I'm gonna bash its skull in.
So, let's see.
Big boy boar hammer.
Oh my god. So, 4 boars are trying to encroach on your pack, Kesh.
They're like normal, like real life sized boar.
Right? Yeah, normal sized boars. Like you could tell they've managed to keep a living like this, living in between the bramble patches that have been kind of pushed out.
They're just like house-sized boars, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fight them. Wait, what size are they?
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. You turn around, it's a truck-sized boar.
Well, I'll kind of whistle over to Velnak and Be like, dinner.
Looks like meat's about to be back on the menu.
Josh will try and strike them.
All right, so you'll be able to get 2. Kesh, you're going for 1.
Yep.
Anyone else going for the 4th? Oh my God!
I don't think I can kill one.
One is definitely
Sneak
dead.
attack boar.
You uppercut so hard it goes flying through the roof of the brambles.
It'll come down. Just wait.
That pig never got uppercut so hard in its life. Never will again.
That one pig is already on a spit.
Yeah, so literally as one gets spit roasted perfectly, the other one gets shot through the head by the other arrow. Kesh, you just immediately smash into this one pig and uppercut it so hard it flips twice backwards and then is completely motionless as the other one just and just like bolts into the under brambles where it's a little tighter.
Well, I'm sure 3 is more than enough for us.
And you just hear Jondrin and Elmar in the back.
Save your applause till after you skin and gut these pigs.
One spit roasted.
Fair trade. As Elmar pulls out a dagger and goes over to start gutting the other one. Elmar goes to collect the other 2 and drag them over. Fair trade. You killed him. We'll clean him.
Yeah. Keshi's in good spirits, having some fresh meat on the menu.
Meat is back on the menu.
It's a big porker. So, having a peaceful camp out after what happened and enjoying a very fine meal. You have plenty of pork left over from the pigs. Elmar managed to carve them up fairly nicely and even wrapped up 2 of the other stomachs so you can actually make nice cuts of bacon later.
Bacon.
So, as the morning rolls around, you where is it? You do hear, for some reason, just it sounds like the buzzing of insects going around.
Oh no. It's a familiar buzzing.
This one's very different. These are actually a very small buzzing. But there's a lot of them.
Argent, can you do anything about these? Maybe make some small flames that they could maybe be drawn to away from us or something? I don't know.
I'll just start beguiling strands in the air, basically air cannoning.
That's neat. You can just do that at will?
Yes.
Yeah. You have quite a bit of power in that tiny body.
But only really pushes things.
I'm sure wouldn't the push kill like small insects probably?
Why do you think
It does
you got
5
so many
damage.
Why do you think
Oh,
you
it
got
does
so many
damage.
kills on those on that pyramid battle? Minion kills.
Yeah, I was for some reason I didn't remember it did damage. Then yeah, I would definitely kill them.
And it's ally friendly, so I can blow around everybody.
Much better.
All right. So, continuing through the day. Go ahead and give me a Velnak nature and a stealth, Kesh. Alright.
Some good middle of the road rolls.
So, you're able to find the way, and as Kesh leads the way.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it's very quiet. You come out from underneath the bramble patches from one of the tunnel exits and start making your way quickly back. Eventually, you come across one of the totem markers of the crypt that you'd come across earlier before in your travels. And give it a wide berth, making sure not to cross the marker line from where you can tell. It takes a little bit more time, but it's definitely worth it. As you can see, there's an unfortunate few that seem to have met a very ill fate near the borderline. It looks like some of the orcs were killing each other. And you just see a large group that looks like it was supposed to be a hunting party that not too far into the line of the markers and seem to skewer each other on their spears and their axes.
So that's interesting. The orcs know nothing about this thing.
Elmore and Jondrin kind of whispers like, there were only orc skulls, right? We didn't go near, but that's what you were saying there, right?
Were there only orc skulls there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like a practical joke to all the children of the snake god that the orcs continuously die.
As you're going throughout the travel now, Elmore and Jondrin are sitting there. You can hear them whispering back and forth. They're speaking in much more hushed tones than usual. You can see there's a slight hint of paranoia passing by the tomb again. Eventually, though, you start to hear the heavy buzzing again.
Somebody else gets dead in that bag?
What was the tomb? Can someone refresh my memory?
The dark god that you tried to jump into in
okay.
1v1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went silent when you were starting to crawl in.
Alright. Everybody check your bags. We shouldn't be getting this many flies on the way back.
I'll check my bag.
So
I've probably been eating the meat as fast as we're getting it, though.
oh, yeah.
I can't imagine it going bad, but I'll check.
Velnek will check himself. Yeah, before he wrecks himself, you know what I mean?
Alright, so as you're traveling, checking your bags here and there, you're not sure where these bugs are coming from.
I airblast them anyway.
As you're just giving just little air blasts. There just seems to be more and more and more of them.
Can I? What? Perception, maybe?
So, go ahead and give me a perception.
And let me just click back in. Okay.
I'm sure we're all yes.
Alright. Ooh.
Where were all these fucking 20s in the duel?
Exactly. What the fuck, man? Could have used that shit. So, at this point, as you're traveling by, you finally see, not too far off, as you're passing by, you're not sure where this person came from, but they seem to be surrounded by a small group of orcs, kind of just staring down at you.
Let me zoom out.
At this point, as you kind of lock your sight onto it, Kesh and Velnek, you could see it kind of move its scythe to the back a little, and what you assumed was a person at first, but they're made entirely of insects.
Would you believe?
Don't be fooled. It's an insect clone jutsu. Just kidding.
So, at this point, you could see the strange mass of insects formed like a person points out, and you could see the insects shift and chitter along to make some form of a voice. And then you just see the orcs start stampeding down at you. Roll initiative.
Shit.
I really want to just make it back. Can I begin the hunt?
You can.
Alright, I'm gonna begin the hunt on this guy. One of the grunts. That's the closest one.
This one or that one?
No. Hold on, let me get a thing.
This.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, I think it has to be the closest one. No, it doesn't, but it's my choice. But fuck.
Alright.
That's a +2. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Right. I didn't click myself. Josh, put me on the thing. At 18.
Just click on yourself and hit the re-roll button again.
Never mind. Oh, thanks.
I'm faster.
My macro's unadjusted. Let's fix it.
I'll just split these fellows into 2 separates. So, Kesh.
I'm gonna delay.
Alright. You see this orc quickly goes running up to the edge and jumps down. And then let's see, gets up to you, Argent.
Why am I so far ahead? I wasn't even looking at them.
And just immediately brings down this glaive-like weapon down onto you.
Not today, as I interrupt it. Oh god.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna fix it. No. Hold on, let me see the actual value.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9.
So -6 to the attack.
9.
Huh.
What's my damage?
Immediately, as the orc quickly charges at you, you can see the glaive is about to connect with you before immediately one of the large arrows comes lancing out and lands into you immediately. And I forgot Chandra and Ilmar's initiative.
Nice.
Argent flinches slightly. Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, that power will actually be pretty useful here.
Alright, so quickly just do Jandrin's with a twin strike to the one that's right next to Argent.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
I don't remember. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Refocus doesn't let me change dailies, does it? Okay, yeah, it does. Did I tell you that I learned Fireball or the Fire Spirit thing? Because I thought I decided on Fireball.
I believe you chose Fireball.
Okay. Just double checking.
Because I don't think you took a summoning one because you debated it at first, and you said no because it was a little annoying to control it.
Okay, yeah.
Immediately landing his 2 shots, though, even though they connect, they don't seem to be as devastating as Captain's. I need to interrupt him. Belknap.
I'm gonna shoot my guy in the back. My main man with the I'm gonna do one twin strike. Well, that's not me. One twin strike to him, and then the other one to the right guy. I really hope I didn't break this. Yes on that one, that one.
Very nice.
Jesus Christ.
Both land. As you see both the arrows lance through both of them. They both tumble down the front rock wall.
Now I'm gonna do death threat on this lady. Bug thing.
The insectious follower.
So my quarry goes to her, and I gain constancy against her. No, never mind. That is it. Not how that works.
Within 5 squares, right?
It has to be within 5 squares.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. It's within 5 squares of me.
Oh, 5 squares.
So it has to be the guy that's next to us here.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna action point. And I'm going to... Which one does more damage? I'm gonna do sure shot on this one. Okay. No quarry. Is the one hit, Josh?
No. One on the insect.
Against insect lady.
That will just miss.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Huh?
The hit at least.
Alright, that definitely hits as you fire out a shot and you see the arrow goes through her body, making a hole before it's slowly filled in by insects.
I can't do damage to her.
You can tell it hit, but not as devastating as you were expecting. It seems to have done half the amount.
Well, I want her to take ongoing 5 necrotic.
Alright.
That's it, that's all.
So activate the bow. Okay. So, this guy quickly jumps down and goes rushing forward. And when he gets to this point, you can see him just quickly point his glaive down, comes charging at you, Flora.
Hit him with a Maiwamu.
Slides any direction.
21 versus your AC, Flora.
No.
Okay. As he goes lancing forward, looks like he feels like he's gonna get a good hit, and then he just glances off, and you can see his eyes go wide as he realizes your dress has a bunch of armor underneath it.
I'll take my turn.
Alright.
So I'm gonna move action tumble.
Ooh.
And then disheartening strike him. 18?
18 will hit.
Okay. Awesome. And I'll do Furious Assault. And
The combo stunner.
that's it.
Right. Immediately, quickly tumble behind this orc and just crack right into his spine. You could see him look back in shock as you were so fast he wasn't able to keep track. Ilmar's turn. Quickly moves into position. At this point, he's just got to try and do his slight flourish as he takes out his hand crossbow and dagger. Tries to rake into this orc's back. Ooh. Both land as he quickly slices into his spine and then just fires a bolt into his leg to stop him from trying to attack him. So, let's see. That would be his own sneak attack.
So me and him are doing pretty much the same thing at the exact same time.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna look over at him and just be like, "Oh, you're learning."
I studied carefully your style. You can see him like leaning back away from the glaive as the orc's trying to get closer. He just fires the bolt into his hip.
Oh, he has a glaive. That's pretty useful.
At this point, from the amount of damage, you could see the one Ilmar's next to is bloodied from that. Argent.
Okay, we're taking a 5-foot step back, bringing Puck with us.
Master, please!
If I slide somebody, can I like move them in one direction, then move them in another one?
Yeah.
Slide is like any. You just slide them around.
Okay, then I'm going to use Charm of Misplaced Wrath first. So there's the effect, and then there's the hit.
Wow. Damn, that definitely hits. At this point, you can see you, as you're casting your spell, just as it lands, it actually stops him from fully reaching you as the slide starts pulling him away.
He's going over here onto this tree stump.
At that point, you could tell if he wasn't sliding away, he could have actually reached you.
And I want him to melee basic with his glaive, since he's dazed and he won't be able to move.
Oh my fucking god. 10 versus his buddy will actually miss.
It's a +2 bonus to damage, not to hit.
To damage. That's there to hit.
Okay, yeah, I know. You said a +10, and I thought you were factoring the +2 as to hit. My bad.
No.
And then I will use my minor action to use Refocus to switch Visions of Avarice to Fireball.
Oh, god.
I'm gonna throw this Fireball right here.
Oh my fucking god.
So
Fireball.
to hit for those 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is versus reflex. I'm just using the same macro.
Fucking damn. Those will all hit.
18 damage.
Are you action pointing to fireball?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I got carried away.
Cool.
So-
I'm utilizing your action point for my Chaos Seed.
Hmm.
What does it do? Cool.
So with that burst of fire from the expanse of flame shooting out from the center, you can see the insectoid-looking humanoid kind of reels back, and you can tell the full effective damage it was hitting it that time, as many insects start falling out from the clothes.
That was a full use of all of my actions, so I'm done.
Flora.
Can I free action? Free action. I shout out. Fireworks, well.
I shoot myself in the foot.
Oh!
There's an javelin lodged in your foot. What do you do?
You now no longer have a pinky toe because your arrowheads are that big.
It's like a cartoon. Actually, it's just like Monster Hunter. You just use a dragon piercer for all your arrows.
So, Flora.
Radiant Hammer of Extra Smiting. On the guy between me and Cash.
That will definitely connect. Smash into him as he's surrounded and trying to figure out what to do. Point, you bloody him.
That's it. That's all I do.
Alright.
I will say the insect lady seems weird.
Oh, you're actually getting a good look at her now?
She
My
should, like,
arrow
come down
went-
here and face us.
My arrow went through her and the hole slurped back around it. I don't know how to feel about it.
That brings up an interesting question. Has she been following us this entire time? We woke up with all those insects.
Maybe she took offense to the millions that you killed.
Are you offended by that?
Is this like Men in Black 1?
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that reference.
So,
Topical
she actually
as
is going
ever.
to start coming down.
I think it offended her.
This is exactly like Men in Black 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ilmar, duck!
There are no ducks here.
Step on a cockroach, it'll really piss her off.
Alright.
And then we'll have to
Everyone,
use our cricket
duck.
to...
At this point, you could see her fingers molding and manipulating, almost like if somebody's body was made of sand, trying to keep form as the gestures weave out. And you could see the scythe quickly spin around and sweeps as you just immediately see just... And this is going to be versus everyone in this area for their reflexes. Hundreds of these small little magic missiles start launching out.
You should learn how to do this, Sergeant. It looks weird.
I just learned the first evocation spell I think I've ever used. I think I'll
Hundreds!
So that's Ilmar.
You think if I bind her with my curse, I get one bug or all the bugs?
That's what's Raziel, so that I know that hits. That's Argent. I doubt that hits your reflex.
It doesn't. I got that good in.
And it's good
It
into
makes sense. I have natural bug repellent.
And Velnak, you saw this coming a mile away.
Raziel has a reflex.
I know that hits Raziel.
22, okay. Unfortunate.
So it does 6 damage to everyone that it hit.
And what is she shooting out?
Just a hail of magic missiles.
Oh shit.
I might have to magic missile her to even this up.
Did you deduce from Raziel, Brad?
Yeah, I just wrote it down.
Alright.
It's in there.
Okay. Okay. In which, at this point, you quickly see her minor action after that as she's kind of quickly picking out targets, and she shoots out another magic missile towards you, Argent, and just deals 4 damage to you.
That really the best you can do?
And which Ilmar will actually get an attack with his dagger.
Crit!
No crit, but that actually still falls short as he goes to cut through. You could see it slide through the middle of the insects, but it's very eerie to see. It almost looks like it glides through water as the insects like manipulate around the blade quickly. Brad, is that a save ends? I'm trying to remember. I believe it is.
Yes. You have a negative. She has a -2 to it as well.
-2 save.
What did you give her a save for?
The necrotic.
Oh, okay, it's not.
She only took 5 necrotic ones.
These savages. Toogie! 2, 3. Gets up to there. Both just charge Ilmar.
Valnak, really quick, do you think bugs sleep?
Maybe?
I need a better answer than that.
That's all I got, man. I'm not... Actually, I assume yes.
So, both charge forth and manage to land a hit. In total, deals 24 damage. Ilmar is actually knocked out.
What?
As they actually charge forth, you can see they get all their power behind them as they put both hands and just lance straight through the middle of
How much damage did they do?
24.
Shit. How?
And Ilmar immediately goes down. Ready.
Holy shit.
That man should charge money.
At this point, you can see the other orcs start lining up, jumping down. As they all quickly line up, you could see them doing the same thing. Kesh, as they all get ready and they start charging you now.
Okay.
So 3 attacks against you.
Interrupt.
Which one?
Shift.
Oh, as they get there, they go and just jab forward. And you're already gone. Alright, so, goddamn, that's a good thing he did. You see Jondrin, he's like, Ilma! Damn you! Oh, shit.
Did you not move, Ilmar? He's had enough.
Yeah. He's gotten the brunt end of a dicking.
Dude, that Ilmar has been assaulted more than anybody.
He really has. So, as Jondrin manages to land 1 hit, as the other one kind of flies a little bit wide, you can see the insectoid-looking humanoid kind of like almost looks like it's leaning down to look at him. As Jondrin quickly fires 2 shots, you could see him minor action swap from his bow to his sword, and quickly runs up to defend his friend.
Jondrin, I made you the bow for the reason.
Huh. Alright, this guy, he's slowed, right? I believe. From your slide, Argent.
Dazed.
Dazed. Even better. Alrighty. At this point, since he's bloodied,
he quits and goes and starts a new career in tech industry.
Kills himself.
It's actually a good thing that he wasn't next to anyone he did get bloodied. But seeing Raziel's close, he's just gonna swing for the cat.
I flooped the pig.
Flip the pig.
I floop the pig.
Alright, so 23 versus Razio.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. 22.
That's everything Velnak Love dies today.
The pig.
Does 18 damage to Raziel. Just immediately
No,
jab.
it does not.
Oh!
9.
No, only does 9 damage to Raziel. As he goes to lance in, Flora, you just charge out and slam the tip of your halberd into his arm. Barely manages to connect with Raziel after that. Alright, so at this point, Velnak, your man's down. You could see Jundren ran up to try and guard him to keep the weird, massive bugs away from him.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much against that nerd. At least this one. I think this is a fireworks well area. So we're gonna just do. And Velnak is gonna do his best to crowd control. So, first one to that one in front of Ilmar, and I'm actually gonna hit the blade man.
Okay.
So on the first one, no quarry. On the second one, quarry.
Alright.
Second one, definitely. But
Yeah, for the first one, it definitely lands, and you see him go down as the arrow goes straight into his chest, and you nail his heart dead on. He falls over, spear goes tumbling away. You can see a pool of blood building up underneath Ilmar. The other one goes a little wide as he's dazed for the time being.
is melee 1 enough to hit this guy in front of Raziel?
Melee,
No.
no,
melee.
Yeah, you'd have to be next. Melee 2 is the one, 2 squares.
Raziel will back up. We're not fit.
Alright. Alrighty, so at this point you could see the other blood spear, seeing you tumbled away and the other 3 are there. Quickly shifts to one side. You could see him pull the glaive to one side, and he's gonna try and sweep both of you, Flora and Kesh.
Okay, he gets -2 to both attacks.
Very
All
nice.
And she gets
Flora
+1
versus
AC.
AC. And
Oh, I get +1 AC.
at Raziel.
Yeah, from Raziel. I haven't been thinking about this at all.
And 21 versus you, Kesh.
That hits.
Alright. As he sweeps along, he manages to connect with 19 damage as he slices through part of your arm, across part of your chest. The blood scatters across the ground. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move action, shift, and standard action 1-2 punch. Both of them, this guy and this guy. You know, the 2 guys. And I have CA for both, and if I hit with both, I can apply a sneak attack to both.
Nice.
So, and that's +2, 18.
Oh, yeah. Good thing you got just meets. Oh!
Oh my god!
Boo, boo. God damn.
The exact same rolls too.
And I'm gonna action point.
Alright. So, the top guy dies, but just as he does the last defiance, he quickly just sweeps out his glaive. And this will be versus you, Kesh, and Floor.
-2.
Yes. I was about to ask if that still applies. So, versus you, Kesh, and then Flora.
That hits me.
God damn it.
Pathetic.
Oh my god, as he, in his last breath, he manages to cut you across the middle and lands a hefty cut right before dying.
Ow.
I wish to call 911 again.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Bad Aside on this guy that's left.
Alright.
So this will be +2. Oh. Pretty sure he's dead.
Yep. So
I'm gonna slide him 1, 2, 3, 4 next to her and make her fall prone.
Alright.
Mostly he's throwing his corpse.
Yeah. You throw his corpse as he's coming down as you threw him. He'll still try to defiantly hit something before going. And in this bloody trigger, he's gonna try and kill Jondrin.
Oh, fuck.
Oops.
Oops.
And to kill Jondrin.
Well, he has a -4 because he's prone and -2 from me.
Yep.
So at least there's that.
Death swings. Still.
I was really expecting a 20 there.
Holy shit.
200 dead.
Fuck me. And immediately bloodies him with 19 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
I would like to report this to the FBI.
Yeah, this is a racist attack on all drow.
Everything you love, Velnak, I will take it away from you.
Fucking weird insect lady.
God damn. As he comes careening down, he just one last breath and just slams the glaive into Jondrin's stomach and drops it as he just. You can see Jondrin like holding his stomach now, blood pouring out over the weapon. He's just, where the fuck?
Josh.
Yeah.
My free action teleport to a square adjacent to the creature I hit. Can I apply that, like, as I hit him right next to me, or as I flung him across the thing? Can I like teleport with him?
Yeah, that's fine because it's still after the movement's completed.
So I teleport there.
Teleports behind you.
Nothing personal. Whatever the fuck you are.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so Elmar, death save. Oh! Oh!
Yes. He sees me teleport.
He sees you and he's like you go over there thinking everything's in dire straits as Jondrin's like kneeling down from the fucking wound in his stomach now. And you just see Ilmar's like, fuck you. I'm not dead. As he gets up with a surge. At this point, Velnak, you could see breath like come back to Ilmar. He's like, Acton, I'm fine.
Until the orcs charge you.
Aren't you?
This looks like a job for me.
So everybody, just stop.
Boom. Boom. I hope you're all minions, because you're going to pack your bags and leave. 1, 2, 3 versus all 3 of them. Does the third one not hit?
Double check. They will all hit. So you blast out this light. You just get slammed and all immediately fall back, burning.
I throw them the maximum distance if they're still alive.
Boom. You just hear this echoing boom from Archer, who probably has the most furious look on his face. As they go flying into the brush, you just hear breaking bones as they land.
I never thought I'd use that spell so much.
Flora.
Everyone complained about the smell last time, but bugs do not quite decay like regular bodies do.
Ooh.
I wish to roll in nature.
Move up here, favor the gods myself, and then servitude and death bug lady.
Nice.
Oh. You're enslaving that bitch.
Fucking damn, that will just meet. So you see some of the bugs start to rot and fall away. You see all the different shells building up underneath. All the chitin. Is that all?
Awesome.
No, yeah, certainly. You know what? Just to take care of these two I'm next to, action point weapon of divine protection.
Oh shit.
Sweet.
Just fucking lance out, and as you land this hefty blow, you could tell that the bugs have opened up and glided as much as they can around the weapon, but they still take a devastating hit.
Fire works well!
Alrighty. At this point, you hear the most bizarre sounding language, just and quickly shifts over one. You can see from the blade of the scythe what seems like a stream of green energy flow down to the base, and then just slams it into the ground. This is going to be against everyone, two squares around it. It's fucking... Oh my god. So... yeah, this is going to be first reflex. So, Kesh... Jandrin...
Miss.
Ilmar... Off Flora... and Arjun.
I got lucky the first time. I'm not gonna even pull straws or toss blame.
So, luckily that will miss Jandrin and Ilmar.
My back to it, that's probably why it hit me.
You were not.
You stood up correct?
For Jandrin, he didn't get a chance to when he made
No,
his
I mean
death.
like
What?
she, like I'm talking about her.
She's doing an AoE, like, close burst attack. It doesn't provoke. It's only when you're doing, like, a specific ranged attack, like firing your bow in melee.
'Cause
What
she was,
defense was that against?
she was knocked
Reflex.
down, I think.
Reflex.
She
Okay.
was prone.
Yeah.
That will hit me then.
I'll leave her there, but yeah, it would still reach out to everyone.
Except me.
That's true.
Busy stroking.
Stroking, here you go. Alright, so where is it? For everyone that it hit.
Who did it hit? Just Arden, or
I think just Argent, because he wasn't.
It hit me too. My
Oh.
reflex is 15.
Alright, so 16 acid damage. As this sickly cloud bursts out and darts.
Yes, reaction.
Ooh.
Damn.
Fuck. As you quickly lance back your own toxic poison at this strange mass of insects. And immediately poison the mass group as part of the cloud bounces back from it with your spell. And -2 to the saving throw. Alrighty. Jondrin. You could see him breathing a sigh of relief, and he's just going to go for a swing, keeping the advantage with Keshi. And he unfortunately misses as he just goes for a basic attack, but maintaining control of this creature with Kesh. Vilnak.
I'm gonna fly the steel. Unfortunately, I have to take this one because I never got a macro for this. Or I never made one. Fuck.
Yeah, that will unfortunately definitely miss.
It's gonna be a half damage though.
Alright, so roll the damage. Alright, nice. So you get good 8 damage. What? As even that lands, it's still cut in half. Reduced to 4.
I'm gonna also minor action. I should have done this first, but fine. I'm gonna dark fire. So, okay.
Alright. No, you won't.
You know what? I might as well just jerk off over here.
Alright then. Rathiel just looked at what the fuck was that?
So the part of dark flying steel is until the end of the encounter. If she ends without cover, I get to make a melee basic.
A range basic.
Yeah. I'm used to playing melee characters.
I know. Kesh. There's an opening. Jondrin, stay in position.
I'll shift over one, seeing that Ilmar's about to strike.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna Disheartening Striker with +2 for CA, sneak attack,
Fuck.
and I'm gonna Dazer.
Nice. As your maul lands into this creature, you can see the insects try to spread as much as it can to receive the impacting damage from this humongous weapon, but you could tell as you just force your way through, then the rest of your sneak attack damage managed to connect fully with it.
Oh, nice.
As it only
Blunt weapons work well. Just kidding.
as you bloodied this creature.
Nice. That's it for me.
Alright. And Ilmar quickly standing up. No Reapers today. You can tell he's just trying to put on the best game face he can as he stands back up and goes for the full flourish on this creature. With advantage too, so. Oh damn. Oh damn. So 2d6 on a sneak attack, and then oh shit, that's good. He actually manages to land an extremely good bow, dragging the dagger quickly through and shooting through the dead center of this creature as fast as he can before it has a chance to recover. Argent.
The time-honored wizard's pastime. Get the high ground on this tree trunk. And do 8 whole damage.
As you see the arcane missiles launch out, the insects have nowhere to go, so it just bores through them, burning most of them away, and takes the full damage from it.
Alright. That's my turn.
Flora.
Just gonna hit him. That's it. I'm just gonna hit him. Doesn't even matter if I miss, because keep my aura up. That's it. That's all I do.
Huh? Alrighty.
Poison damage, motherfucker.
Alright, so with this, you can see it kind of looking at its surroundings, takes the necrotic damage, or not the poison damage, quickly shifts out one. You can see it's starting to fall apart and having an extremely hard time maintaining its form.
It is dazed. Are you sure you want it to shift?
Oh, that's right. Shit. Well, no, it's just gonna try one last stand it then. Then, let's see, where is that? And one last action, I'll just try one more. No, poisonous burst as it slams its Reaper's staff into the ground again. Versus Kesh.
All at -2.
Yep. Versus Kesh, Jondrin, Ilmar, and Flora.
Reflex?
Yep. -2. Misses both Ilmar and Jondrin. Oh! Alright, so,
Is that Flora?
yeah.
Yes.
19
Ouch.
hit you, Kesh, for your reflex.
That's a miss.
Alright. Alrighty, so, Flora, you take 23 acid damage
Ouch.
as you quickly try and move out the way, but unfortunately you kind of get caught up on some of the plant life and it holds on to your elegant dress and you just take the full brunt of it.
Sometimes it takes a little pain to get what we want.
And at this point, it only has one last trick up its sleeve as it pulls out from the center of it what looks like a wand, and it's just going to point at Elmar.
Wow.
Can it do that? Dazed?
It's just going to use its only action point.
Okay.
It's the only thing it has. And it's going to be a dancing lightning versus Elmar. might very well miss, but
Fuck.
Poor Elmar.
That does not miss.
No, it doesn't. It only does 7 as you see lightning shoot through Ilmar, searing part of like, he like
Please, he just got those clothes.
as he goes to take a knee but stops, and all of you get melee attacks on this because it was a ranged attack, and Ilmar's barely up with 1 HP.
Oh, sweet God.
Fucking goddamn, John and Elmar. Oh!
Everybody get a stab in. It's like...
Oh my god. So yeah, Just with that alone, as the insect humanoid tries to finish off Ilmar, but fails, just falling short. Ilmar follows up after you bash into its back, Kesh. Jandrin slices through the middle, and Jandrin quickly just brings up the blade through the middle, cutting through the dead center. As you all strike your blades through the middle of this, scattering insects in the armor everywhere, finishing in an immaculate spray of dead insects everywhere.
Nice.
His combat. As Ilmar just...
It's mine.
Oh, that's right. So... It's,
Is it just a shit ton of bugs following it?
pretty...
Does it?
Pretty
Does
much... Well, I can't say you get the whole creature, because you get the one that was controlling it all, as you get a very strange-looking beetle.
You should probably study that thing.
That crawls onto you.
Cool. Free bug.
Bizarre. Free bug. It. Wow.
Is anybody else gonna take this bug? No. That's mine.
At this point, you can see Ilmar is just sitting there, and just crushes his foot onto the insects. Fucking bugs.
Keshi will reach out a hand to lift him up onto his feet fully.
He gladly takes it. He's like, was that better?
Yes, you did good.
Like, we'll join the group.
I didn't charge in, Captain. You just see his...
No, I won't count this. I won't count this. Instead, they charged you.
I got back up on my own, though.
Yes, I saw. That was very great. Now drink this potion.
Just
Take this potion.
shove it in his fucking mouth. Hey, thank you.
It's a cure light wounds.
Oh, nice. Is 2d8 if I recall right? It should be on your listing. Is I'm trying to remember.
It's a 1d8.
1d8 plus
1. A very shitty cure light potion.
Hey,
yeah.
Gets the job done. It does.
Oh god.
He just slugs the whole thing in one shot, and you can see starts to recover very nicely. It's a very well crafted potion. You can see.
I got this from a potion seller.
You can see he stands up right and.
He wouldn't sell me his stronger potions, though.
Fuck, if that's the best of his weaker, I can only imagine how good the stronger ones are.
He told me to go
Fine,
to a
Mr.
seller who sells weaker potions.
Alright. I'm just in case some other shit does end up happening today. Real quickly, I'm a healing word, Keshi and Jandrin.
Alright. Alrighty.
Oh, that's a very nice heal.
Oh fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna surge.
Jandrin is practically back to full. And Ilmar is actually just shy of full as well. Puts him, 2 HP away from full. Thank you for...
He told me they would kill a dragon, let alone a man.
At this, they're looking at you. And, oh God, Captain, I've definitely had enough of this jungle. And all its weird fucking inhabitants.
I would like to consider how far we have to go.
At this point, from the good progress you make, it's only a week and a half. So a week and 3 days.
Don't worry, we only have a week and 3 days for something to ambush us.
You do note, though, the armor and other items that the insect pile was controlling is still there.
We would like to loot.
I'll perform the abilities to detect magical goods in order to purvey them for services.
Alright. So, the cloth armor itself. Yeah, proficient, the cloth wizard. Is actually, runic armor. +1. As
Runic cloth?
Yep.
You said?
Runic cloth armor. +1.
Interesting.
You also find a very crude set of gorilla gloves that were not being worn, but in one of the pouches.
I feel it'd be racist for me to suggest that Keshi wear these.
As well as a viper belt.
Wanna try this on, Keshi? Why? They're called gorilla gloves.
I want those gloves.
Yeah.
They have a strength-related thing.
Mm-hmm.
So why not?
You can huff your gorilla gloves.
It's actually made from real gorilla. I'm not
What's
kidding.
the-
It is really made from gorilla.
Oh, sweet. I like fur.
Yeah.
Keshi's got style.
That's the first UGG gloves of the prehistoric history. The other item was a viper belt.
Okay, I got that.
The wand of interest that was pulled out to try and defiantly kill Elmar is a
Wand of interest?
a lightning wand +2.
Ooh. Cheeto. You are damp.
The cowl that I was wearing is a alluring veil. And the staff that it had, though the scythe blade was added on and still could function like an actual scythe, it is actually a repurposed staff of missile mastery +2.
Ooh. There's a lot of stuff for me in here. Okay.
Other than that, the other odd items you do find is a talisman with a spider on it. And there's one, what looks like the night sky on the back with a star system marking. As well
The
as...
talisman has that on it?
Yes. On the back is what looks like an image from the celestial bodies, and then on the front is clearly the sign of a spider. Velnek, you recognize this as a primitive sign of wolf.
Oh no.
No. There are black people here.
I'm gonna take the alluring veil because it involves delusion, so. And charm, so. Why not?
Alrighty.
Since I apparently have a new pet now, can I at least try and discern what it is?
For that, give me a nature.
Yeah, I'll probably have to ask someone else. I always
Okay.
think straight out abysmal.
Is it an accurate staff of missile mastery or is it just a staff of missile mastery?
Let me double check what I put it down as. I actually did put it down as an accurate staff.
Alright, sweet.
So,
There's no reason for me not to use it then.
As you study over this insect flora, this is very different from other beetles you've seen. It has what looks like somebody etched something into the shell, almost magic itself. And then for the front of it, seems purposely bred to be much larger. It covers the back of your hand entirely. It's that big. And the other in the other sides of the fronts of it, there's no real pincers to discern, though it clearly has a large mouth that would look like it would probably take time to grind and eat food slowly. Other than that, the beautiful iridescent shell that has a deep brass hue to it is very hard to figure out what type of beetle this might have been, but has been clearly altered by some form of magic. Maybe wherever it came from you'll be able to figure out more, but other than that, somebody was repurposing insects or using them to fight battles and control their masses that are more expendable. But for some reason it was a far superior specimen from your assumption.
Very interesting. I put it on my shoulder.
It sits there. You just can hear the occasional of the wings going.
Of course it does. I control it. It will stay there as long as I want it to. At this point, Chandra and Omar are just looking at everyone. It's like, let's get the fuck out of you. I've had enough surprises from whatever the fuck masters are of all these other orcs.
Yes, let's fast forward.
So, as you hurry the day and make way, you finally reach a spot where the stone markers are blocking your path or making you veer off in another direction. Finally, and start making your way towards town. So, as you continue and bed down, everything is fairly quiet. You do hear the occasional rustle of animals. Everything's very relaxed now. Ignore the coo.
Coo, what are you up to?
Hi!
Falls out of a tree.
Seems accurate.
It was my creation.
So, as we're walking,
yes.
I'd like to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me get this straight. We left this town, and now we're heading back, and we have pissed off. Let's see, let me just go down the list here. I have it right here. Zobgron, the giant he was with, all of their army after we crucified that one ogre dude. The princess fire bitch wing ho.
I mean, that one was you. That was
Yeah,
that was
no,
totally you.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these people would have hated us whether or not we interacted with them.
And last but not least, the guy we stole all his gems from.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where we're at, so we're good.
Question mark, big ass motherfucking lizard.
But
Also,
unfortunately, you left your arrows. I feel like that's a huge.
He didn't know that it was me. Never saw.
He didn't ask if I was going to respect the rules of a duel. Obviously, his fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, we pissed off a lot of people.
We're gonna be okay.
Kind of amusing. I know we're gonna be okay.
Flip the pig.
Unless they all team up like some kind of league of villains.
That would be...
Oh shit!
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The League of Extraordinary Savages.
Giant ink fire lizard. Giant fucking giant.
Brick throwing Major League Giant baseball player. Careful, he's got a mean right arm.
Fire wing, bitch.
And the rest.
Oh god, you got that looming figure in the background, and it's the shadow of the fucking Queen's throne.
And to the Queen's throne. Not picturing the Queen.
Oh, I forgot. Also a demigod that's imprisoned beneath the earth.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Yet again, I feel like that's another one that would hate us whether or not we interacted with them.
Yep, very true.
It seems this land has a lot of things that unconditionally hate you.
Everybody's going home. That's all that matters.
And we're going home with our pockets full of gems and coin.
Not just full, this is like an avalanche of money.
Yeah.
We could like Scrooge McDuck money dive in this much.
My main issue is we're not going to be able to sell this at the town.
Well, we just use parts of the gems as bartering. Like, you know, we don't cash it all in at once.
Yeah. Make a new currency, rupees.
I mean, considering the cash influx we'd give if we did that, yeah, pretty much. And also, we still have the softball-sized ruby as well. We have to be careful not to flood the market. I have high enough intelligence to understand economics.
There you go.
It's too bad that the town can only produce level 7 magic items.
I mean, we have Flora, and we'll have me in, like, I think, like, level 8.
Yeah, that is true.
So we're going home.
Alrighty. On the final stretch, give me another nature and stealth as you reach the
I'll give
plains.
me a second. Catching a fish. Never mind.
As you finally reach a little more open plains at this point.
Okay.
Well, Max slacking off.
Captain! Captain!
This is an average roll.
Captain! Alright.
We're captaining home.
Do you wish to stealth cash?
I did.
Oh, my bad. I missed it. Alright.
I rolled it really fast. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm blind as shit. So, as you coast through the jungles and finally reach the plains, you only have, once you reach the plains, that you only have a week of travel at most. So you
We're in the home stretch.
continue coasting through some of the thicker.
We probably just follow the trail that the elemental left.
Pretty much at this
in
point.
that area, yeah.
As you just start walking the path of molten rock that is now cooled into a crude but still very useful path on the way back.
I believe we still have ore that we picked up from that.
You do. Is the Residium. And also even molten slag and other metals that weren't completely ruined from the elemental giant eating them. So, as you continue your path into the open plains. You finally leave the jungle canopy behind. At a point, you do hear the rush of another beast, and you assume it's the lizards you ran into before. A large pack of raptors rushing what seems to be a herd of them, stampeding towards the jungle. Luckily, you're not in the line and path of this time, but you see a very large pack, what looks like to be 10, kind of just grabbing onto one of the armadons that you fought before, quickly bringing it to the ground, and just cutting and ripping into it and just eating as fast as they can.
This place is awful.
You think it's awful? You didn't take a spear to the gut.
Dude, do you not remember earlier when Flora stabbed me through the chest?
That's true. It's even more painful. She's a strong woman. But not as strong as Kesh.
I think Laura has more strength than me.
I have 20.
Yeah, you have more strength than I do.
Oh my god.
Wait, you don't look the part as strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Flora shows her strength as much, but she's definitely stronger.
It's a hidden strength. It's that porcelain
You
figure.
got that golem torque.
Yeah. So.
As I'm sure everyone got a good visual of when Flora was like carrying me and running from that lizard dude.
Yeah. He's just on her back.
You know that character from Trigun?
Which one?
Fucking. Oh god, she's the dumb blonde.
Oh my god, I love her.
But
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
But like, just not stupid.
Yep. I got you. At this point, you get about halfway. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Oh, she found us. It's over.
We're inside a dream.
She's
Our
already
perception
there.
checks- Our perception
Standing.
checks are going garbage.
Everybody who's
flying.
not an elf gets a +1.
Flying above the ruins of our village, laughing
Burn them all.
as she takes a bite of a heart.
Perception's my bad.
She holds out Gliffin's heart and his head.
Alright, so the highest
Was you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Velner?
was me. Was that a 21?
So,
Are the two goons gonna check too?
well, yeah. They'll see. They'll be looking around too. Paranoid. Ready for action. But they definitely don't have anywhere near you. So.
Alright,
Alright, never mind.
they both did better than me.
They just bust nuts. They're like, "Oh, Captain!" And as they point out, you can see the small dot of red over the canopy.
No.
I mean, we made it this far. We can't.
You can tell she's been trying to follow the trail, but she's still obviously looking in the jungle.
Okay, cool. And we need to get the fuck out of here.
Do you
Yes.
continue through the night?
I think we should just push through.
I'm gonna continue through the night.
Yeah, let's push ourselves a little bit, get a lot more distance.
We'll have to lead the those who can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cash. Oh, actually, does Flora have night vision?
I don't believe so.
I don't think
well,
Flora has
Yeah.
the headlights installed yet.
Also, Argent has low-powered headlights. I only have low light vision, so
Alright, the black people are leading the way.
Yeah. The blacks
don't
are
know the
leading
way.
the way.
Now, one
Jandra
more.
just takes your hand, Arjun's like, don't worry.
Can I lead
I
the
got
way and stealth us, Josh?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll roll
Elmar,
my stealth this time.
Elmar is quick to take Keshi's hand and lead the way.
We lead the way.
As Velnek leads forward. It's perfect on the trail that you're on because the molten slag leaves no trails whatsoever. Even as the rocks get broken up, though, since most of it's metal, there's nothing to follow. So it's left the perfect path to quickly travel all the way back to town. As you quickly rush through the night, you could see the red dot occasionally going over the canopy as you start leaving in the distance, and eventually it just fades out and completely vanishes.
Nice. We did it.
We escaped.
So for her to put this much effort in.
It's like she was pissed off or something.
Yeah.
Like a mistake or something.
I was surprised she didn't just head for the coast and look along there, considering we came overseas, and they'd probably know that.
Only the queen knows that. From what
Well,
you know.
where the hell else would we have come from?
I mean, it's a large land, man.
Shh, don't talk about where we came from.
Oh, look, you know, a bunch of races I've literally never seen before.
A bunch of races.
But you actually continue through the night, and it gives you enough headway as you travel and speed your way through the plains. Many of the creatures have been resting for the night, and whatever other packs of the raptors that you'd seen obviously had a very hefty meal from the Armadon that was hunting, and that it was hunting from the plains of initially. Any other packs seems to have been distracted, and the few that you get closer to your home you've dealt with earlier from the stampede and getting them to chase. Everything seems to have been led out further away from the town. Luckily, as it gets more docile, it seems that the more closer to civilization you get, the less and less the dinosaurs seem to coast too close to the areas that seem more well-traveled. As you finally come into sight of the village, it's a huge sigh of relief after a few more days of travel. You could see the farms not too distant, further to the south, closer to the more savanna desert-like area. Everything seems extremely calm for the time, as you are able to finally make your way back into civilization and well-mannered people.
Awesome.
Which at that point, I think we can leave it off as you just heading back to give your report to Glyphon.
He's still there!
I told you I wrote everything down in the book. Right?
What?
Still there!
What's still there? Who?
Bear boy.
Oh god.
Oh.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
She's waiting for you to come back, Velnak.
Oh my god!
Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, she's waiting for you, Velnak.
Fucker.
Yeah, he plans to.
Oh my god, I'm so heavy and still there. Oh my god.
Awesome session, Josh. Thank you.
Top tier.
And at this point, if you guys want to buy shit, sell shit, good time to do it.
Well, let's
Also-
just split the 150,000 between everybody really quick.
Also, level up.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
also because you managed to get away from the big motherfucker with the gems. Also, not without dying.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 37,500 from the split of the gems.
So, you said 37,500?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's just between players. Elmar and Jondrin have their own shit that they're going on.
Cool.
They have to get their money from Captain.
Oh, I have a lot of fucking money.
37,500.
That's not. We haven't even sold the softball ruby yet, or any of the other armor.
Mm-hmm. And you guys got some good shit from Bajik.
If Bajik gave me top tier shit, he gave me that haversack and that top quality robe.
In which,
It's cashmere.
in which everything you guys have from Bajik, even though it is a very fine make, it looks, best I could describe as very Aztec/Mayan style to it.
Yeah, I went and looked up Aztec robes and I wasn't disappointed. They look pretty fucking rad.
They have some very beautiful and colorful robes. It is amazing. They were very skilled with dye work. Die! And Kesh, I'm amazed. That fight actually could have gone 50-50. Like,
Yeah, it was. I did get a lot of bad rolls.
You also
I feel
got
like
a lot
it-
of good rolls.
I feel like it was maybe possible for me to win, and by win I mean bloody him, because I think that was the terms.
oh yeah,
All I had to do was bloody him.
that was.
But I got unlucky.
Don't worry.
But you know me, Josh. I'm gonna fucking duel people.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I put them in there. I'm like, well, fuck it. These are the things that are roaming around here. So, but you were doing good. You were doing real fucking good.
I was 100% certain that you were going to die.
Yep. I would have accepted my death if that was the case.
I was like, oh shit.
I was scared. At the same time, I was sitting there. I was like, I'm so happy he fucking got the sleep off on this big motherfucker because he's about to come down on your ass.
Like,
I'm talking like by you, Arjun, because you would have cast that spell. Either one of two things: if you missed in stealth, you wouldn't have noticed. If you hit and failed the stealth like you did, and it fucking didn't pass out, that shit would have hurt.
dude.
Oh, I get to buy more item penalties, but we can only buy up to a level 7, right?
Correct.
Okay, then it looks like we're just gonna, walk on over to Flora. Discount magic. Oh yeah, you can only make up to your level using ritual magic. Yeah, fuck.
Which is still level 7.
I'm gonna take a shit.
There's something